Hey guys, welcome back to Bearded Lumber. Matthew and I appreciate you tuning in today. Don't have to tell you what we're doing. You can see the big pile behind me. But there's a lot that went into this and a lot we're going to talk about, what we're trying to get out of this. So hang on a minute, come right back and we'll get into it. Okay guys, today's video is about maximizing your profits when you're sawing an order for a customer. We had a huge order for 63 beams, very profitable, very good job. We were extremely happy to do it. We did something we hadn't even had to do before. We went down to the local log yard and bought a massive pile of logs just to finish this order and get it out in a timely fashion. Now, what happens when you do that? Well, you end up with a lot of flitches. A lot of flitches. Normally we run our flitches through the edger while I'm sawing, Matthew's edging. We didn't do that this time for three good. Okay, let's try this again. GoPro took a time out. We ended up with all these for three good reasons. We had a lot of logs to get through, and we were on a time crunch. I promised it, in like a 4-day window to get them in, get them out. And we were cutting a lot of 17 and 15 foot logs, and we got no need for 17 foot long and 15 foot long flitches. So everyone that come off, Matthew was going ahead and sizing them down and upgrading them, take a little off this end or a little off this end, whichever end was worse, size them down to 12'6", because we do need a lot of 12'6" material. And the last reason is our EZ100, the main drive belt, started chunking out on it. And I got one on order. It's supposed to be here today. I actually got two. Anytime you order a part, if you can afford it, order two. If you break it once, you'll break it again. So that's kind of the last reason we wasn't worried about edging. The belt's about to fly off of it. So what we're going to do today, and I guess there was 4 reasons. We need stickers. We normally keep a pile over here. We got a sticker bin that's empty, but we don't put green stickers in that bin because if you pack them in tight together, they will mold and mildew. But we've got a lot of sawing coming up next week or so that we're going to need a lot of green stickers for, and here they are. We're going to turn this pile of flitches is going to turn into 4.5, 6.5, and 8.5, and anything that's taller than that, we're just going to make into 1-inch stickers. And normally we'd pile them up in the corner because they'd be ready to use quick. But we're actually going to build us a little sticker bin today because I know you guys are waiting for it. We are too. This LT35 is out of here this week. The electrician, I told you in the other video, he had some health problems. I think most of that's behind him. He's coming in this week. Everything's ordered. So we don't want to pile of stickers up in the corner and be in the way, so we're going to build us a little sticker bin just for one-time use, basically, to put all these stickers in. Same thing with our little pallet of 4x4s. They got to get out of here this week because, unfortunately, Matthew's got the camera in the door that we bring the 35 in and out. The 70 won't fit through that door. It would, but it's way too close for comfort. Height-wise, you got about a 1/2 inch clearance. Side-wise, I think it's 1 inch of clearance. So we're probably going to bring it through here and just back it into the spot where it's setting, the 35 setting currently, and just deal with it. We'll cover all that in another video, but that's why we're building this one-time use sticker bin. Probably about 5 foot wide, maybe 5, 6 foot tall, because we're going to have a bunch of stickers. And we don't want to waste them. We're not wasteful. If we don't make stickers out of it, it's just a lot of waste. So we might as well make hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of stickers because, like I say, we've got a lot of work coming up next couple of weeks, especially as soon as we get this 70 in here. We got a pile of hickory that's got to go. We got a pile of white oaks got to go. We got 10,000 board feet of white pine that's got to go. What was that? 3,000 or 4,000 feet of yellow pine on the hill for customers got to go. We have got a bunch of wood that's got to get out of here. So that's what we're doing. It's a long explanation to get to the simple thing that we're going to do. We're going to edge on the mill. We don't do a lot of edging on the mill, but when you're making stickers, it's the easiest, quickest way, because we can take probably 6, 8, 10 of these at a time, stack them up there. And once you get them kind of all equalized, every time you make a pass, you're making 10, 12 foot long 1x1s. And then we'll run them over here on our chop saw, chop them up. We'll have our bin sitting there, throw them in the bin. It'll go pretty quick once we get started. I know most of you guys don't have an edger, so you edge on your mill anyway. The biggest benefit to the edger is a lot of this small stuff that we used to not edge. It wasn't worth the trouble trying to get down to a 4.5. Now we do. I mean, that's money. We don't throw it away. So, enough talking. But I guess next thing we need to do is get this bin built so we're ready. So let's get on that. Okay, guys, we got started without you. This is kind of the basis of our pallet, and the size is determined on the width of the forks on our tractor, kind of at maximum width, because that's normally where we keep them. We just took 3 of our 4x4s, 3 of our boards here that were actually edged on both sides already, and just made a platform. Now we're going to sit it on the floor. We're going to make sides, 2 sides and a back on it. We're still determining the height. We hadn't exactly figured out how high we'll make it yet.
Take this out of the way before we go too far.
Yeah. But had a whole lot of stickers. I say it was one-time use. I don't know. We'll see. Like I say, you can't stack up too many green stickers for long. They will mold and mildew. But dry stickers, now you can keep them forever. That box in there, it was full, and we cut about 10. It held enough stickers for about 10,000 board feet of spruce. There's a lot of stickers. So let's get some figuring done. Probably get this stack of 4x4s moved out of the way, and we'll set it over there and build our box. Because first thing, after we get that done, we'll go edge all these and make stickers and fill that little box right up. So back to work. Okay, guys, we got maybe got our pieces cut to length. I'm gonna build a corner, get our back corners and front standards on it. We'll be close to being done with it. Don't take a lot. We're not building a house, just building a box. It does help to have a good nail gun. I don't know about you guys, but my hands gotten so old. Done too much work over my life. I can't hang on to a hammer real good anymore. So I prefer a nail gun. Any day of the week, I prefer a nail gun. So let me get this one attached. Yeah, if you don't have one of these chop saws in your sawmill building, you're missing out on a handy tool. We're not set up to do, woodworking, but for what we're doing here, it's hard to beat. That didn't come through. Machine gun Kelly here. Okay, guys. I guess I'll give you a little backstory on why we have so many tools over here. When we first got started, before we got into YouTube, after I left my corporate job, what was it? Basically the first year, we sawmilled and we built run-in sheds for our local distributor down the street. I don't know, we built 10, 12 of them that year.
It kept the lights on that year.
Yeah, it kept us busy that first year of really being self-employed. Since then, we haven't built anymore, don't have time. If he called me today, I'd tell him no. I'm sorry, more than likely. But that's why we have so much of this woodworking stuff here, because we'd basically pull our mill out and we'll build a 12 by, what was it, 10 wides? Yeah. 10 by 16 or 10 by 24 right here in the shop. And I had a set of axles. We'd pick it up, put a set of axles in it, roll out in the yard. And in a few days, they'd come with their moving truck, pick it up, and out the way it'd go. So that's why we have all this extra, but it is handy anytime we're doing a little project, we got stuff to work with. Saves running back and forth. So there's the backstory to that. That was a piece of waste we had yesterday. It didn't quite make a full 1-inch board. It was like 3/4. I told Matthew, I said, I hate throwing it away. We'll find a use for it. So we did this morning. That's one big board in the back of our little bed. We're going to put a solid back in it so that we throw stickers. They won't, they'll have something to bounce against. The sides, we'll just leave them pretty much like they are. Okay, forgot about you guys. You're over here hanging out.
One at 55. Probably a 1 by 4 or something.
Where are you gonna put it? Across the front?
Across the top and front.
Yep.
Really doesn't matter.
Okay, guys, we're done with our little box, a little quick project this morning. Like I say, it's got an intended use. Put all these stickers in. Now, what did this box cost? What do you guys think? What's the most expensive thing about this box? Free wood, leftover nails, time. This kind of stuff is a time suck. You gotta, our time is valuable. The time we work every day is valuable. We don't want to work daylight to dark every day. So whenever you do these, you got to kind of figure in time is your most expensive asset. So it took less than an hour, including video in it, probably 30 minutes, So it wasn't bad. But you just can't do this stuff every day, or you get to the end of the week and you're like, man, why haven't we saw much wood this week? Well, we were doing too many little projects. We call them government projects, but this is needed done. We'll get all our stickers in, and they're movable. Like I say, normally we just stack them up in the corner, and we can put enough out here to do a couple thousand board feet, and we've cut them and use them kind of the same day or next day. But I told you already, we need these to be able to get out of the way this week so we can get our mill in. So enough about this. Let's get to what this video is really about, is cutting all these flitches. welcome back. We left you, went and took a lunch break. Got to eat occasionally, keep up this figure. But you can see we got the pile knocked down a little bit. Hadn't been as productive this morning as I'd like to be. Had some things to take care of, some phone calls to make. But we're getting there. We had a big stack on the floor, so we're probably halfway through them. We've almost got a whole stack of 8.5s and about a half stack 6.5s already. And we made a good many stickers, not quite as many as we thought. I may take these what we was going to end up with 4.5-inch boards, and may just make stickers out of them, because I need more stickers right now than I do 4.5-inch boards. We'll see. I prefer to edge these while we're sawing, but like I said, there were extenuating circumstances. Our edger got a belt that's just about to break. These come off of 15 and 18 foot long logs, and Matthew was trimming them down. So there's several reasons we did it this way, and the job was more important to get done quickly, as quick as possible. And they were all big pieces, so none of them were coming off this side of the mill. They basically put a log on, cut it down to the dimensions we wanted, and push it back out, and we stacked them up out there in the yard. So it wasn't like we were coming this side of the mill where anything was going to get in the way we normally off bear. So all in all, it was a good situation. Now we just got to go through and turn this waste into some usable lumber as well as usable stickers. Another hour or so, we'll be done with this. We'll move on to something else. So hang on, we're going to get everything fired up and go back to work. Okay guys, that's it. We finally got it all done. We've been messing around doing other things today, but we finally got all this big old pile of boards edged. We ended up with a little over 600 board feet of 8.5s, right at 600 board feet of 6.5s, and there's probably 120 board feet of 6.5s here, 8 foot long. And we got a half a box of stickers. Plus, we used a bunch of stickers. Every one of these layers, they 7 to a layer, 7 times 15, 7 times 15, 5 times 5 layers there. It takes a lot of stickers to make this happen, but we did all this today to show you, we made good money on that other job, cutting the timbers and selling those, and then we'll recoup some extra profit on this because this is excellent wood, very resellable, whether we sell it green, or we sell it kiln dried, or we sell it tongue and groove, V-groove. Each time we touch it, we're adding value to it. Stickers, it's just the cost of doing business. I'd hate to know how many hundreds of thousands of those things Matthew and I have cut over the years. Gotta have them. I'm not buying them. We go through too many of them. But big shout out to Matthew and Solomon doing our videos. Couldn't do it without them. Don't forget to check out Solomon's channel, Third Beard Fishing. Also, I got Shannon's shirt on today, 417 Saw Shop. You know, we bought our new steel from him. Give him a shout out. Go check out his channel. If you're interested in one of his saws, message him. He ships in the lower 48. He'll hook you up. Great individual, great guy. Really enjoy doing business with him. Always Wood Mizer. Can't thank them enough for what they do for us, especially Joe Maine. We run Wood Mizer, double hard, turbo 7, 55,000 saw blade to cut all this pine and cut like a dream. Whew. Anything you want to add today, Matthew? He's sitting over here like it's 5:15. Shut up. He's ready to quit. I am too. We enjoy what we do, but we also enjoy when it's time to quit and go to the house, spend time with family. I'm sure his wife's ready to say, here, Mordecai, tag, you're it. You guys had babies, you know. But guys, we appreciate you watching. We've picked up mountains of new subscribers here lately. If you're a new subscriber, we appreciate you tuning in. Appreciate everybody that watches our channel. We're not here to laugh and joke, but we do try to have a good time. But I'm here to teach, show you what we do, not necessarily the right way, but my way, Matthew's way, and hopefully you can glean some useful information from it. I wish as a young sawyer I'd have been smart enough to go on YouTube and learn some things instead of having to learn it all the hard way. So be smarter than I was. As always, guys, if you would like, subscribe, and share, we'll see you back at the mill.
Thank you for watching. Here's a video selection and a playlist suggestion. Click here to subscribe for more great content. We'll see you at the mill.